you got to know what your why is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have a reason why you're doing this that's bigger than you, it has to be something bigger than you, you're going to quit.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, bro.
You're going to quit. Like everything that we quit in our lives, it's because there's nobody else on the line except for us. And we know we'll be all right. Self-preservation. Even if you're not thinking that subconsciously, you know that you're going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
So you can quit. But anything that we actually persevere and break through a wall for, it's never just for us.
Right.
So that's why I tell people your why, like, why are you doing this? Because your why has to be bigger than you, because that's the only reason that you're not going to quit. 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 bands. Everybody has a six-figure goal, but they're thinking too small. They're only thinking of 100 bands, not realizing that six figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much came in. It's about how much that I lost out on because of information that I did not have. And I do not want you to go through the same thing on your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can create and scale digital products and digital assets. But not only that, I'm giving you the entire framework and system to take your own intellectual property, your own IP, get it in the right system to scale. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. So go ahead, click the link, and join me this upcoming Thursday for the masterclass. See you soon. Welcome to another episode of It's Crowded at the Top. I'm your host, AstenCeo. I got the voice of God on the other side with me.
Hey, peace and blessings. Hallelujah.
Man, I just want to, I know we had a brief conversation off camera, but I was like, I want to have another brief combo because it could be a learning moment for people on camera
Mm-hmm.
about like not quitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, a lot of times out there as entrepreneurs, it can be tough.
Yeah.
And especially when you're looking at social media and it feels like, dang, why can't I get right?
Mm-hmm.
I see all these people out here. They doing this. They're making this much money. They're this successful. It looks like everything's going good over there. What's wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
When we all know, or everybody doesn't know, but social media is a highlight reel.
Right. 1000%.
It's very rare for people to share the struggles that they're going through, or the valleys that they're going through, or the lows that they're going through, if they're hitting rock bottom. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just self-preservation. Like, it's natural to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Even
compare.
like even like say somebody's in a relationship and they break up, and then people on social media be like, dang, that they broke up. They look like they were so happy. They looked like they were so happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because all that you saw on social media of their relationship is just good times. Look like they're having fun. They went on a trip. It's date night, Valentine's Day,
Mm-hmm.
holding hands, kissy faces, joking. Like, it's not natural for somebody to show when y'all just got done with an argument, or
Yeah.
y'all not talking to each other. So it's like it's the same with business. It's not natural for people to just go and share with the world that you messed up.
Right. And then even like with the relationship statement, the moment somebody does share like the downtime, people be like, man, take that down, bro. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Come on, man. Keep
Yeah.
that in
Keep that
house.
in house, man. Yeah.
Yeah. But the relationship stuff, it also be because it be like not just them talking about it. Usually when people doing stuff, it's like a dig at the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Not just sharing like, yo, man, we going through some tough times right now. It'll be like some sub
Yeah.
meme or something like. But still, it's just not natural for that. And I tell people, you gotta know what your why is.
Mhm.
Because if you don't have a reason why you're doing this that's bigger than you, it has to be something bigger than you, you're going to quit.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, bro.
You're going to quit. Like everything that we quit in our lives, it's because there's nobody else on the line except for us. And we know we'll be all right. Self preservation. Even if you're not thinking that subconsciously, you know that you're going to be all right.
Mhm.
So you can quit. But anything that we actually persevere and break through a wall for, it's never just for us.
Right.
So that's why I tell people your why, like, why are you doing this? Because your why has to be bigger than you because that's the only reason that you're not going to quit.
Mhm. Yeah.
So somebody can sit there and say that they're starting uh I want to do a juice cleanse. They're okay failing at that because they're only doing that for themselves.
Mhm.
And most people do that. It's not even they do it for vanity metrics. Like it's not even like the beginning of a new life. Like
Right.
somebody may have an event and they want to lose weight to fit an item of clothing or something.
Mhm. Mhm. Or
So they do the
look good
juice.
at the reunion or something.
Yeah, so they'll do the juice for 7 days so they can fit in the clothes or look good. And then right after the event, it's like back to whatever.
Mm.
Like it's like a selfish thing.
Mhm.
But I'm like, if you're doing something for whether it's someone or something, like it gotta be something bigger. Cause that's the only reason that we don't quit anything.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And even if we think it's selfish, and even for those people that think that they have like a selfish why to continue, what you're going for is like even still bigger than you. Like it's usually for something else. Like somebody wants to be the best at something.
Mhm.
If you really dig deep, their why of why they want to be the absolute best at that is usually bigger than just I want to be the best.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. It's like, man, like I'm tired of seeing my mama this, or I want to make sure my kids ain't go through whatever. And I know, you know what I'm saying? There's always something like that.
Yeah. Or like, so I know a lot of people from the outside looking in, and especially from the messages that I get daily. Like people think that got everything together. And I'm like, I don't.
Mhm.
I figure it out every single day, just like everybody else. The
Mhm.
only difference is that I don't stop.
Mhm.
And when I have those moments where I do want to stop, I gotta think of my why.
Mhm.
Because I had a low moment mentally a couple days ago. It's not just the fact of the one thing that I told you about. It was like that was like the cherry on
Yeah,
top
yeah, for sure, for sure.
of a bunch of other stuff. And I was like,
Yeah.
like really?
Nah,
Like
bro.
really, bro?
Cause look, this is what's funny. Like you be filling me in and stuff, but I still know there's always more because I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't just gonna
Yeah,
throw it on everybody. So like that's why when I called you yesterday, I was like, bro, you good? Cause I know how it could be. You know what I'm saying? That could be that one
yeah,
thing. Like I'm like, dang, I know my bro. He figuring it out, and then that happened. I'm like, I got to check on him. Dog.
yeah. So I'm like,
Check on your
when I get
friends.
through, when I get through it, I'll talk about everything in more detail because it'll be a real teachable moment for people.
Hmm.
But I'm not gonna have the moment to teach until I get through it.
Right, right.
Because I was literally telling this to one of my mentees this morning. I was like, he asked me advice on something. I was like, I don't know. He's like,
Hmm.
you don't know. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. because I don't speak on things
Right.
that I haven't experienced.
Right.
I don't speak from theory. I don't give advice from theory.
Right.
I don't teach from theory. I don't mentor from theory. It's all from experience.
Mhm.
Where there's a lot of people in the online educational space, they speaking 100% from theory,
Yeah. Yeah.
messing up a whole bunch of people. It's the business funding
Mm.
guru
Mhm.
telling you how you can go get 250,000 in business funding, and they have 5,000 in business funding.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It's the professor versus like coach aspect. Like the professors teaching you business don't have a business. They just speaking on theory versus the coach like you who's actually done it and still doing it. It's a whole different ball game.
that's a good analogy. Professor versus coach.
Hmm.
And even if the coach ain't, well, because all coaches ain't did it though.
Yeah, but
But I
but
guess they're actively in the game though.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not like if the Cleveland Cavaliers are looking for a head coach, they're not pulling the dude from the water polo. Like it's somebody with
Hmm.
some basketball acumen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's just dangerous. It's just that's why I'm like that's one of my reasons why I can't quit. Because I'm like for the knowledge that I do have, I at least know it's coming from experience and I've done it.
Hmm.
I'm like there's a group of people out there if I stop, they'll be looking for it somewhere. They may go find the person that ain't never did it.
Right.
Because especially we got all these people that want to be online educators only thinking of how to make money from a course.
Hmm.
And then it's like, but they've never done the things that they're teaching, but they've just seen all these other people as an example. And they're like, oh, that's a way for me.
Hmm.
And they're gonna go give bad information. So I'm like, that's one of my reasons I can't quit. And then Nipsey Hussle, he said Nipsey Hussle said the highest human act is to inspire.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people that catch inspiration from me, bro. It's I got a DM that I took a screenshot of and saved. This dude, he was talking about he's suicidal. And because he came across me, I'm like one of the reasons why he continues to move forward. I'm like,
Mm.
I can't quit.
Right. Right.
What's he gonna do?
Hmm.
That's big when you see something like that. And that's
Hmm.
not the first message I've got. I've gotten similar messages, but that was the first one that like he was giving me details of like
Hmm.
he just didn't want to go on at life. F entrepreneurship and
Yeah. Yeah.
quitting that business. He wanted to quit. I'm like, so that's why when I hit them brick walls, I'm like, I gotta either figure out a way to climb over it, go around it, break through it, build a
Hmm.
door. Because I'm like, if I stop right there, what is somebody like him gonna do?
Right. Right.
Because as you start to put yourself out there and you start to build a personal brand, people gonna connect with it.
Yeah, for sure. And if for anybody who may say, "Oh, that ain't your problem," and blah blah blah, like y'all gotta understand, once you embark on a certain journey, it's not quote unquote your problem, but it is somewhat your responsibility to like look after the people who choose to follow you in whatever capacity that is. Like you gotta care for them people.
Yeah, because that key word follow the people who follow you. I hate the term following, but there are a group of people that truly do follow a
Yeah,
person.
exactly. Yeah.
So I'm like, if you're gonna be a shepherd leading the herd, where's the herd gonna go if the shepherd quits?
Right. And what shepherd in the world be like, I don't really care about them. Like they'll be back. Like, no, like you gotta tend to that herd. It's real.
And a herd, the herd's gonna stay right there
Mm-hmm.
and die.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, man, it's But that's just another reason, like that's just another why outside of the original core ones that I started off
Mm-hmm.
as I just continue to go. Cause I'm like, imagine what like you know how big Nipsey was for me. Or
Mm-hmm.
not was, still is for me. Like imagine if he just decided to quit.
Mm-hmm.
That would have really messed with me.
Right.
But even though he's not here on this side of the universe, he didn't stop. And since you saw a demonstration, it's like you can still catch game from them. You can still get inspiration from it and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people like myself that that can point to that and be like, yo, that's a big reason of why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there's probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people
Yeah, for sure.
or more,
For sure.
especially more since he left, if not millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't just think that y'all are the only ones going through tough times as an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur or a business owner or just whatever it is that you're going through. It happens. It's what we signed up for.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why this episode is gonna be so powerful, bro, because people need to hear and see that. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, they're just gonna continue to think that everything's peachy keen. They need to expect like a smooth road to success or their journey. Like, nah, that joint zigzags, hilly, rocky. Like,
Yeah, and then even what you told me, cause you're like, bro, this gonna be a good part of the movie. Cause I tell people this is something that I got to do too. Like like I have to my imagination. I have a very vivid childlike imagination. That's one reason why people see me in like
mm-hmm,
clothes and stuff. Outside of just I like this. Like I intentionally fight for my inner child because I know that's where my dreams lie, my
mm-hmm,
creativity, your imagination. Albert Einstein said imagination is more valuable than intellect.
mm-hmm.
Imagination is the highest level of value on the four levels of value.
Yep.
The imagination lives where the kids is at. Like Kanye West, Kanye said, um, whether y'all agree with Kanye, like Kanye, not, just listen to these bars. Like it's so
Mm-hmm.
crucial on power. Off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he has a lyric that says, "My childlike creativity and honesty is honestly getting crowded by these grown thoughts.
Mm,
Reality is catching up with me, fighting for taking my inner child. I'm fighting for custody."
mm,
I'm like, that's powerful right there. My
mm-hmm.
childlike creativity and honesty is honestly getting crowded by these grown thoughts. Reality is catching up with me, taking my inner child. I'm fighting for custody. He knows that's where his genius lies. Cause
Mm-hmm.
thing when you was 5 years old, you thought you could do any and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
When you was 8 years old, you thought you could do any and everything. When you was 12, you thought you could do any and everything. You was 15, 16, you thought you could do any and everything. Why it
Mm-hmm.
started slow up like around senior year?
Yeah, yeah. That's when things get quote unquote real.
And then you get 19, 22,
Mm-hmm.
28,
And you feel like the walls closing in on you.
35, 47. Now you all became all realistic because you're an adult
Mm-hmm.
and you don't even do nothing fun. The only fun thing that you do the only thing that you equate fun to is poisoning your body.
Right. That part. That
Like,
part. Hey man, look. My mind is made. I'm getting the PS5 today, man. I'm doing it. I've been on the fence far too long. I'm doing it, man. It's
no,
happening.
I'm just like,
I'm
and I
one of
and
them
I
people
know,
who just work,
and
work,
I
work,
and
work.
I nah, bro. I know if I don't do something, and I say be childlike, but don't be childish. There's a
Right.
difference.
Right.
I know if I don't do something childlike, And if it's been like a string of a few days or something, I know what my energy be off.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, even if it's just something, just going to, bro, I was on a swing last week. And yo, everybody has a 6-figure goal, but they're only thinking of 100 racks, not realizing that 6 figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that with just one digital product in my business. But it's not about how much came in. It's about how much that I missed out on because of information that I did not have. And I don't want you to go through the same thing in your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can take your own IP, your own intellectual property, knowledge and information that you already have, create digital products and digital assets with it. Not only that, but I'm going to teach you the entire framework and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, so you don't have to go through the same pitfalls that I had to go through along the way. So go ahead, click the link, and join the masterclass. It is completely free, but spots are limited, so take advantage now. I'll see you on Thursday.
Hey,
When last time you been on a swing?
in
And I don't
London.
mean no freaky swing,
No,
because
in
I know
London.
you be doing some. I know you be doing some stuff. I walked in y'all's room one day. I seen the swing hanging down from the ceiling. I was like, oh, I was just looking for some toilet paper. I said, oh, let me get.
Yeah, no, in London time, man, I was on the swing with Shiloh. Was that 2 weeks,
But
3 weeks ago?
even if I just do say something, you know how I go get a steak on Sundays and stuff. That's even like rooted back to some childlike stuff because when me and my mama would go out to eat, I always wanted to order the big steak and never asked.
Mm,
That's where the steak Sunday comes from.
mm-hmm.
No, she probably would have bought it. It's just how I am. I never ask.
Yeah.
Cause I go look at the price. Say it's somewhere like I don't know if you've never heard of Logan's, son. It's probably just something more
Mm-mm.
regional to me.
Yeah.
Logan's is like a lower tier of
Like
like similar to
cheesecake.
Texas
Oh,
Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. Okay.
So
Man,
you know,
a
like them
lower
type
tier
of
than Roadhouse?
well, not low, maybe the same, but
Oh yeah.
you would rather go to Texas Roadhouse than
Mm-mm.
Logan's.
Gotcha.
But you know, like them type of restaurants, they got the little sirloins with like the shrimp or something
Mm-hmm.
for 12.99 or something like that.
Yeah, like TGI Fridays.
So I'm seeing that. Like I'm looking at the prices as a kid. I'm like, okay, this 12.99. This one's, you know, 32.
Right. You're like, yeah.
I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
So even that's like some like rooted from some child stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'll wear the graphic tees or stuff from the anime or how I told you the other week I rewatched Avatar, The Last Airbender, and
Mm-hmm.
mess around and got some game from like some real business game from it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I be I be fighting for that
Yeah.
because the world and you know the society that we live in it'll take it quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up around a lot of people that got, you know, they didn't have the opportunity like I had to be a kid for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they was worrying about things we worry about. Well, not even we. They was worry about things that you got to worry about now at like 15.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You feeding people and they not even yours. Not yours.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah,
like yours are yours.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying some cats I'm talking about right now, they taking care of kids and they don't even got no kids. It's their brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Man, what a life.
Cause Meek got this bar on a freestyle. He said, and I related to it so much. That's why No matter, I don't care what people say about me. I'ma always be a fan. Just cause
I rock with Meek.
well, he's not outside of him. If anybody got anything to say negatively about me, it's something that they don't like that he did outside of music.
Right, like Twitter or something.
Yeah, why he say that? Why he do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just remember, bro, the era of that because I wasn't up on Flamers Meek and stuff, but when these Dream Chasers 1 and 2 dropped,
Mhm.
the type of music for where I was at the time, it was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm riding a bike through the countries, up hills and stuff, listening to Dream Chasers. Small city, big dreams. I've been something this since I was 18. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting like so just for that. But he got a bar on a freestyle. He said we used to play Sega. Now it's Glock 40 with the lasers, and I'm like, that's so true. Like I remember I'm wanting to play PlayStation. And then it seemed like the next summer, I'm asking some of the homies, like, you want to play the game? And they outside.
Yeah. Everything
And I'm
changed.
still like, yeah, and I'm still like, yo, I got this back when they had the strategy books for the
Mm.
video games. I used to
Mhm.
be one of them kids.
Mhm.
Cause I would save up my money because my mama outside of like birthdays, Christmas, my mom would make me buy my video games and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was big into wrestling. So I'm going and I'm getting the new Raw, WWE
Mhm.
Raw or SmackDown or something. And I'm getting the strategy book too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm
I remember
calling
them
up the
books.
homies. I'm calling up the homies like, yo, I got the new wrestling game or WCW. Cause that's before they
Yeah.
merged, like, cause I would get them both. I had a WWF and a WCW joints. I'm like, yo, bro, come through. I got the new game. I'm gonna be Sting. It's on the WCW joints. He was my favorite. I'm gonna be Sting. I'm thinking I'm all hyped. Now they ain't home. You go to the corner store, or whatever. They outside on the street where they active.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, you don't play the game.
uh, yeah, how fast things change.
Like that. I'm still trying to see some boobies on the in my granny's house. She had Cinemax.
You trying to see
They
some
they
soft.
they outside. They outside. And then what I came to realize I got a little old. I'm like, y'all was messing with the Jays.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
I'm like, y'all was getting y'all rocks off by the junkies.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Yeah, stuff started to make sense.
Yeah, bro. They was playing a whole different game.
Big time. Big time. But man, I wanted to keep this one short, man. Just to let people know, like it's not, and that's one reason why people need to get in different environments and
Mhm.
be and have conversations with like-minded people. Because that's why a lot of people do stop and do quit when they hit those lows, especially as an entrepreneur. It's because they don't have anybody else that's going through it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
They're the only one. You business oriented. You say that you want to build a business, you want to be a successful entrepreneur, but all your friends, all they want to do is work the bare minimum of their 40 hours, get their 2 days off,
Mhm.
go smoke hookah, drink, do brunch, turn up. And they're not gonna yeah, of course, everybody's people. They're gonna have their lows, but it's gonna be nothing like yours.
Right. And look, and I gotta say this out loud because I didn't even realize this till a week ago, but I gotta say this in regards to that, bro. I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary, bro. No 9 to 5, and
Congrats.
I know for sure, if we were BFFs, I definitely would have been like, all right, dog, you have
Man,
fun with this, bro.
you coming up on 3. I'm coming up on April 1st will be 7 for me.
See, that's amazing, bro. Cause like definitely, bro, I gotta like credit you with a lot of that too. Cause there have been many times, bro, in those low moments where I hear your voice saying something to the effect to be like,
Hmm.
nah, bro, yeah, that ain't the move. That ain't the move. Keep going.
Yeah, bro, we signed up for it. And
Yup.
here's the thing, y'all. If we can't, I realize thoughts pay for things, not
Mm,
money.
mm,
So I'm like, if we get in a jam and if we have the mind frame of everything's my fault, we can come up with a thought and an
yup.
idea to change it.
Yeah, solution. Mm-hmm.
So and another thing too, because I just wanted to, we gotta have another thing with our goals too, y'all. Because I it's kind of still in the same message, but I want to get this off too because it just kind of thought because I was on a call with one of my mentees this morning, and I was telling him like he's so caught up in learning and
Mm,
he's wasting time learning.
mm-hmm.
Now we get people a lot of people they spend so much time learning, not realizing that they're not learning
Right.
because it's like he's read these books, he listens to these podcasts, he watches these YouTube videos when in that time he could be doing the thing that he's learning about.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to learn so much more doing it than learning about it.
Yeah.
Like how did you learn to drive a car? You read a book about it or you
Oh, you did it.
got
Yeah.
behind the wheel?
Yeah. Yep.
How you learned to put on a rubber? You watched a YouTube video or you put on a rubber?
Yes, 1000%.
So it's cool to learn the thing. But so many people don't take any action because they're like, I can sit there and I can tell somebody, yo, make this cold call. There's money on the other end of the line with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Make these 100 calls. Oh well, well first I'm gonna go buy a course on cold calling. All right, cool. Go buy the course, learn, get some tips. But you need to
Yeah.
do this cold call.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I got the course and he has a YouTube channel too, so I'm gonna go look at some YouTube channel. Well, I'm pretty sure that course you just bought got way more good information than the free YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
So you good? Just go ahead and make the cold call. Well, in this YouTube video, he said that he read the greatest salesman in the world. So I'm gonna read the greatest salesman in the world. Then well, I read the book. All right, well,
Right.
make the call. Well, I heard this other guy on Instagram say that he read how to win and influence people. So I'm gonna read that first.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's done been 8 months. You ain't made the first call yet.
Right.
You learning. I don't watch this podcast. I watch that podcast. I listen to this YouTube video. I read this book. I read this book. I bought this course. You claim that you're learning when you're procrastinating.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard I recently heard somebody say like don't quote me, but it was something to the effect of learning is the result of changed behavior based on experience.
Mm,
Like
that's true.
like you doing the thing and experience in doing the thing shapes your behavior with the thing, and now you've actually learned it versus just accumulating knowledge.
My last job that I had, I was a banker, just regular banker. Come in, credit card, checking account, saving account, little loans here
Mhm.
and there, right? Before they put me on the floor to actually start my job, they put me through 80 hours of training,
Mm.
9 to 5. So my 40-hour week, 2 weeks, my Monday through Friday, I'm coming in and I'm just sitting in the office on the computer going through training.
Mhm.
After 80 hours of training, I then get put on the floor. I'm like the greeter. As soon as you walk in, I'm the first table that you see.
Mhm.
Somebody came in, they needed to just change their PIN on their debit card. I'm calling the manager for help. I'm literally calling the manager on his phone in his office, like, can you come help me? I
Man.
just been through 80 hours of training. I didn't know. I learned how to pin the debit card when a few people came in and need their debit card pin.
Mhm.
Yo, can I just open up a regular checking account? Can
One
hey,
second,
hey,
one
can
second.
y'all? And I'm not just asking the coworker. I'm calling the manager. Hey,
Yeah.
can you? So, and another thing too, and when we set our goals, we have to have consequences to if we don't do it. That's
Mhm.
the only way that we do anything is because we know that there's consequences set behind it. The only reason that your kids listen to you, the only reason, is because they know that there's a consequence
Oh
if they
yeah,
don't do what you tell them to do.
for sure, for sure.
Right? The only reason why just us as adults do right things more times than not is because we know that there are consequences
Mhm.
if we don't. So I'm like, so when you're setting your goals, you don't got no consequence if you don't do it.
Right.
So you got to set your own consequence, and you're an entrepreneur. Ain't nobody here to take care. Even if you got a mentor, they can tell you something, but they can't make you do nothing. You
Mm.
grown.
Mhm.
You got to be disciplined enough to um to follow through on the consequence if you don't do the thing. And the consequence got to be something that really hurts you,
Mhm.
because that's the only way that you're gonna stay motivated to do it.
Right.
So
Can't
like
be a
I
little
tell people
slap on the
this,
wrist.
yeah. So I tell people this, like somebody tell me that they're gonna host their first event or something. I'll be like, all right, when's the date? "Oh, I'm gonna do it by March the 10th. All right, what's the consequence if you don't do it? My kids ain't gonna eat. No, your kids is gonna eat.
Mhm.
This is America. It's fat homeless people.
Yeah.
Your kids are gonna eat. Well, I'm gonna starve. You're not going to starve. What is a real consequence that's gonna happen that you're gonna discipline yourself if you don't do this by the date that you said that you was gonna do it?
Mhm.
So my mentee this morning I'm talking to, I come to find out through the conversation we're having, he's a sneakerhead. I just heard him say things about. I'm like, oh, that's it. You got to give away your sneakers if you don't do this by this date. He said, oh, well, I'll give away my favorite pair. I said, nah, that ain't it. Then with him saying that, I'm like, oh, this is it. This is your thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
This is your pain. This is gonna be your pain point. This is gonna be a motivator to take some action.
Mhm.
I'm like, no, no, it can't just be that one pair, whatever your favorite pair is. Cause knowing him, how he's talking and how the terms he was using, like hodl and stuff instead of hold. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, you a sneakerhead, sneakerhead, sneakerhead. Like me, back when I used to like shoes, it was just mainly like Jordans and stuff I was getting back in the day. I know he's the type, he got Jordans, Nikes, Adidas,
Mhm.
uh, these type, like he's a sneaker head, probably got off whites, all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
And he said he dead stocks all his, like, he got stuff that he just likes to look at, like, he likes to look at his closet.
Mm.
He got stuff he's bought hasn't even been taken out the box for years, like one of them type of people.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, nah, not one pair. He's like, yeah, I got a friend. I know he's like, his favorite pair is like his friend's holy grails. Like he wishes he could have. He's like, I guess I could give them to my friend. I said, no, you give them all to your friend.
Hmm.
Every pair except for the ones on your feet, because you got to have a pair of shoes to walk around outside and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Give away every pair except for what's on your feet. He's like, well, how about just like one brand? Like I give them all to one brand. And I'm like, see how you making all these
Yeah.
excuses?
Yep.
No, you got to put that on yourself because you really want to keep those.
Mm.
Hey, yo, most people, they have a 6-figure goal, but they're thinking too small. They're only thinking of 100 bands. You're thinking too small. We need to be thinking big. 6 figures goes up to 900K. And I was able to do that in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much bread came in. It's about how much that I lost out on because of information that I did not have. And I do not want the same thing to happen to you along your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can take your already existing skills and information that you already have, your own intellectual property, your IP, create digital products and digital assets with them. Not only that, but I'm giving you the entire framework, strategies, and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money so you don't have to go through the same pitfalls that I had to go through along the way. So go ahead, click the link and register for the masterclass, and I will see you this upcoming Thursday. He's talking about he wants to start making content. The main thing that we were talking about today was content. I go on his page, he has not posted a single thing on his social media since February 2020.
Mm. 3 years.
He's bought my courses. He's tapped into some mentorship from multiple people. He's bought books. He reads he reads all kinds of books. He's listens to podcasts. He watches YouTube videos. He's learning.
Mm.
You're procrastinating.
Yeah,
You're
for
not
sure.
learning nothing.
Yeah. 1000%.
So I gave him a 30-day challenge. Uh get some content together, some content ideas, batch them out. 30-day challenge, post once a day for 30 days. If you don't post by the date that we choose of it to be your day one, if you don't get it done by day one and post on that day one and post for 30 consecutive days, all them kits going to
So your homeboy.
your man.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting here doing challenges. He's sitting here taking the only reason I came up with the 30-day content challenge for him, he sat there and tell me uh he's doing a 30-day cold shower challenge. Like that ain't nothing. That's not helping you. Yeah, I've challenged myself 30 days. I'm taking a cold shower first thing in the morning for 30 straight days. No, you need to be making some content 30 straight days.
Right.
Take the phone in the bathroom with you.
Yeah. Yeah. You could, yeah, you actually could film that.
Yeah, that could be your thing.
Yeah, cold shower dude. And he like talk about whatever is his thing
Yeah.
in the shower. Yeah, that's unique.
People think so much outside of what it is that they do for
Yeah.
content. It's just like me. My content is stuff that I do.
Mm-hmm.
On my free class last night, some dude was asking, do I have to be fancy in my do I have to be fancy in my content, branding, and marketing? I said, okay, you're tapped into me. I got you here, right? Is there anything fancy about me?
Nah, chill, super chill.
I'm like, I'm sitting there in most of my ads, I'm either in an anime shirt or a pink hoodie.
Yep. And then
And
what did he say? Did he laugh?
he was like, he was just like, oh, didn't think about that. I'm like, I know.
You gotta love
And there's a
pink.
reason why. And there's a reason why I'm always either in the anime shirts or the pink hoodie. There's a reason why the hoodies are always pink.
You got the strategy.
If I got on a hoodie, it's pink.
Mm. Is it welcoming? Like the color science?
I just know I had got good results, so I just
Yeah.
started wearing pink. I ain't even do no research. I was just like, okay, pink hoodie time.
Yeah, man. Pink is good.
But I was just like, man, and another one of my mentees, man, he was saying that he paid for somebody else's program, and they were telling him like these things to do and how to look and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not telling you not to listen to nobody else. I don't know what you paying this person. I don't know. They could be more successful than me. I don't know who this person is because he told me their name. I'm like, I don't know, and I don't want to take the time to look them up because I don't care.
Mm.
I'm like, the way that you live, that will be a reach for you to look like what he's telling you to look like. It's not
Mm.
going to be authentic, and people ain't going to believe you, and you're going to have to keep up with a facade. That's going to be difficult to do.
Mm.
This dude, a white dude, hair past his shoulders, beard, smoke weed, drives around the country out of his van. What you need to be in a suit and stuff talking about credit for?
Right. Nah, he
Accomplished, accomplished the American dream of what people's lifelong dreams are. Had a big house paid for with a pool,
Mm.
all that stuff. Already did that. Gave it up to drive around the country in his van.
And that's his
That's
that's
your
a
that's your unique sales
yeah,
proposition right
I was
there.
just about to say that's a dope angle. Like on all fronts. Like that's a dope angle on the sales proposition. That's a
but when I
dope angle
but
for the content.
when I talk about lifestyle marketing, that's what it is. That's your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know how many people would think that's dope?
Yeah, for sure. And that's who you talk to. Don't sell to
Yeah,
me.
you ain't gotta look like all them fancy people.
Yeah. And don't sell to me because I'm gonna be like, man, I got kids, bro. I can't travel like that on the road. But I'm not your avatar.
But
Somebody else is.
even outside of that, you could still be his avatar simply off of depending on what your goals are. His avatar doesn't have to want to drive around the country living out of a van.
True.
Look, he's did the things that people want. Big house, paid for, with a pool, paid off nice car, all this type of thing. He can teach you how to do
Oh
that.
yeah. If that's the angle, yeah, for sure. I could definitely be his avatar. But I was talking about like if
But I'm saying
the
even,
angle
even
is the traveling joint, I'm like,
no, I'm saying the angle, whether he chooses the traveling or if it's just the live life on your terms.
mm-hmm. Right. Yeah,
He
that's the
gave he
angle.
gave all that stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Because like a lot of things, people realize that once you get the thing that you thought you wanted, you realize you don't want it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
Because I told him, I was like, yeah, a lot of people, they need the only people that want a big house have never owned a big house.
Right.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say lived in a big house, owned a big house.
Yeah. All them expenses and maintenance and actually practicality and using the space and all that.
Yeah. Hey, man, okay, you want them mansions? As soon as you get it, you're going to realize you own it. You're going to be about 18 months in. You're like, dang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, man. Look, y'all, just run your own race, stay in your lane. When you in your lane, it ain't no competition. Be you and realize that the The valleys, peaks can't exist without the valleys.
Right.
You gotta have both. And it's just each season that you go through, it's important. Like I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, literally the tippy top of Kentucky. We get all 4 seasons. We get every bit of summer, every bit of fall, spring, and winter. Now you're gonna have 100-degree days. Summer, we have -0 temps, like negative degrees winter.
Yeah.
Like you get the whole scope of everything. I learned that the seasons, they're needed. Like that, I don't like the winter, but that's needed for like to kill off some of the bugs and mosquitoes and all this stuff for it. It's like each season that you go through,
Serves a purpose.
it's needed for the next. Yeah, it serves a purpose for the next season to be fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
You think of any geographical place that doesn't have 4 seasons, they have uh drastic, dangerous, inclement weather all the time because they don't have those seasons.
Mm.
Think Paradise in the Islands. They, that hurricane's coming to
Yeah, for sure.
tear everything down. Miami, that bad storm's coming. LA, everything gonna burn on fire and earthquakes is gonna happen and the city gonna sink into the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those big things like that don't happen in the places that have seasons.
Mm-hmm. True.
Like yeah, where I'm from, we might get a tornado, but how frequent are the tornadoes? It's not like all right, y'all, we got to get ready for
Yeah.
it's tornado season. Like yeah, something will happen. You get a hard freeze or something, but it's not like Miami, LA, the islands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's real.
Because they don't got them seasons. And if you don't have these different seasons that you're going through, destruction happens fast. Like it's needed.
Mm.
So go through your season.